58. 54. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. All right. Kill.
Rodgers now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Give him 30 yards there. How about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Vikings' 47-yard line.
No. 58. 22 the mic. You ain't. Box it. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Watch the curl.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 42 the mic.
Here's Rodgers. Throwing again. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
58, boy, 58. Watch the run. Hey, Delta.
Rodgers to throw once more.
You got nothing.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That's how the defense
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I'm coming. You go 3. You got time. One.
Following the interception here, Mariota. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Zadarius Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
One. Mike's 4-2. Watch the screen. Pass, Charlie. 42, Mike 42. Woo-hoo.
From the gun, Mariota. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get him. Switch. One. Check 3. Easy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Caught by Montgomery. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Za'Darius Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Blue 18. I'm coming. I'm coming. 3. Buds. 42, Mike 42. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Mike's 42. Oh, you got deep?
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full screen.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Barr able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw it.
And he's going to go down again. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He's going to field this at the 4. He hurdles him.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
We're scoreless after 1. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Check. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. He gets this one to Johnson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
44's to Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. He's checking. Crash. 3.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the safety creep.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
I'm on. Mike 42. Mike 42.
Mariota from the gun on third down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
44, Mike.
First down, Mariota. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Play fake, Mariota. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
44 is the Mike. 47, let's go. Here we go. 44, Mike, 44.
Mariota to throw it. This is Johnson, he's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line.
15 yards on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Mariota now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
Mariota now to throw on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. That's caught by Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mariota again. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
3. 44's the Echo. 44's the Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 44. Mike, 44.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. And they got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
That's caught inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rodgers again now. And he's got it. And he's brought down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
One.
Screen! What screen? Kill! Sponge! No.
66. Bullet high. One.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready? Blue 18.
Check. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mariota, and that'll be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and short. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Mariota. And the catch made by Johnson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Watch QB drop. Mike's 42.
You ain't doing nothing today. One.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Watch the slip. 30.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Pumphrey. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo.
Delta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Line 54.
It's going to be a long...
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
319. Yeah, this.
That's what I do.
Mike's 50. Hey, Charlie. 54. Yeah.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo.
No game.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
Check, 42's the Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 42.
One. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 3. 44's the mic.
Now Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up to Lazard. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Blue 58. Mike 54. Target. Right there, 54.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too short.
And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
88.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Christian Kirksey able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Mike 42, Mike 42. In your place.
Throwing is Mariota. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 42 to Mike, boy. 42. 42 to Mike. Stop your whining.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Check it.
They'll throw again. Mariota. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Kirksey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing, Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Kelly, don't let Kelly.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Let's field it a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
First down, Mariota. That's taken in by Callaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Antonio Callaway with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
On first down, Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
son.
But it's 50. Hey, you block over here. Get up.
Now Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in football.
Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Packers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.